I started working with Louisa in the Dream Bigger space, her membership, and I was just doing the what I was calling in for the week. I think it was $5,000 I was calling in for the week, and the next day I got $2,000. And then over the next 7 days or 6 days, I got an additional $2,300. And I didn't meet the $5,000 goal that I had for that week, but it gave me the confidence that I can do this. This is so simple and easy because I was doing the helixing daily, and that really helped me get into the energy and call in what it is that I wanted.
Like I'm guessing most people here, I've been to a couple of these kind of master classes. Really liked Louisa's approach. Although I'd done a lot of kind of coaching and sort of work on money otherwise, this was the thing that kind of connected the dots and led to that further success. Got a lot from the community too, so you know, you will meet a lot of like-minded people in there, and already you know, forged some really quite strong relationships there with other members, which has been fantastic. Where I was at versus where I've got to, I'm now consistently having £10,000 months, which is fantastic. I'm sure Louise is open to having a call with you if you are interested in what else she offers. Just kind of really lean into it and trust your instinct.
And just being in Louisa's orbit is so empowering, So yeah, I'm very, very grateful to be here. I've told Louisa this and I'll say it again. She is the best coach that I've ever had because she matches me. She works with the energy. She's very loving and accepting. And I'm not one of those people who can just do all strategy. I have to be aligned emotionally and energetically and spiritually with what's going on. And she does that beautifully.
When I first did the energetic edge, I got results like within days. And when I find a teacher that, like you said, she had a new key. She had something that I definitely was missing. And I resonated with her energy. Her energy is amazing. She's so welcoming. She's so generous. She's so knowledgeable. She has so much insight. I'm just like in awe of this energetic person. For me, it's like, this is your next teacher. This is where you're going next.
Nothing has shifted my personal life or the life of my clients faster than working with the amazing set of skills and tools that come with the Helix Method. So if you're looking for something to explore that's going to enhance your practice as well as your personal life and give you a heads up like nothing you've ever seen, my strong recommendation is that you check out the Helix Method.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How are you all? So good to see you all here. How is everybody feeling? Wonderful. Welcome, Christina. Welcome, Anya. Welcome, Tia. The team are here today as well. Welcome, everybody. I imagine people are still trying to find the link and all the things. So a huge welcome back. It's so good to see you all here. Yesterday, we pulled back the curtain on the hidden patterns, quietly shaping your income and your results. I would love to hear other insights that have been coming through for you since we were together yesterday. Likely you've been mulling on things. Did you complete the releasing? If you had any other identified patterns and blocks to release. We uncovered 3 core fears yesterday. So that's your resistance. Your resistance is trying to protect you from feeling as part of your current identity, and that's silently preventing your business growth that you desire. And there were questions that were coming up around muscle testing accurately, and we tweaked the language to help unlock what is hidden. So this is really key. So please, I'm here for you. Lean in. If something's coming up, it's not quite landing, ask me a question. I'm here for every step of the way. Hi, Sam. Good to have you with us today, lovely. Welcome, Kareem. Can see you here. You just joined us as well as Anne, Cecile. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, please lean in. I'm here for it. So if something's not quite landing, your sway's doing something wonky other than going forwards for a yes, backwards for a no, or going round and round in a circle for an energy reversal, lean in, let me know. I'm here to help you. breakthrough. I want to make sure that everyone has the breakthrough that they came here to claim. And before we dive in, I just wanted to remind us all, so we're all in that right energy of that what we're up to here is complementing the strategies that we're implementing in our business. You know, you can have the best marketing plan, the best business coach in the world, but if your energy and your subconscious identity aren't aligned, the strategy won't hold. And what we're doing here is what will make the strategy work more effortlessly. So something to bring to the forefront is that awareness without healing and releasing the resistance means that you stay in those same cycles and patterns. And this isn't theory or, wishful thinking. This is energy psychology and subconscious reprogramming. We're working at the deepest level where real transformation happens in the body, in the field, in the subconscious. And we have to balance the inner healing of our energy field, our nervous system, our identity, alongside rewiring and curating our new consciousness for that rapid, lasting change. And that key part around healing our energy field includes healing energy reversals. I just saw a question come in around energy reversals. So just as a reminder, what is an energy reversal? An energy reversal is where some part of your energy field is in a reversed state. So the energy is going in the wrong direction. Think of it as energy reversals are created when you've experienced a trauma. So we know that we think of trauma from a psychological and from a somatic perspective. Think of the energy reversals as the trauma imprinted in your energy field. Does that make sense? So it's turning the energy in the wrong direction. And this is why you can get these patterns of Groundhog Day, like what's going on? So this is so important. And energy reversals are so key. I work with so many people that say, I've done everything. I've done all the things, and they haven't worked in this way. And this is what unlocks it for them. So I'm so excited that you're here. And this is why today we're going to be going deeper into understanding the layers of resistance, the subconscious programs, the old stories, the sticky emotions, the things that your nervous system's holding on to that's quietly capping your growth. And at 6 and 7 figures in business, resistance is showing up in all manner of forms in the decisions that you're making that are shaping your business growth, who you're hiring, how you're investing, how visible you're allowing yourself to be. Does this resonate? Let me know if this is resonating. And from my perspective, this is why strategy alone stops working at a certain point, because your system can't hold what you're intending to create. And this is why creating alignment between our higher self, our conscious mind and our subconscious and our nervous system is then what allows those strategies to finally land. It allows for us to have that peace in our body as we're creating. It allows for us to feel spaciousness and to have the time to be able to enjoy life and business. So in our time together today, you're going to experience what it feels like to release resistance at the root, somatically and energetically. We're going to dive into, so we're building up what we started yesterday, and we're going to be building on that. And once you clear it, everything just starts to open up. Decisions are feeling cleaner, growth becomes steadier, opportunities begin to flow in with less efforting. We've always got to have some effort, haven't we? Effort's not a bad thing. It's when it's making us burn out. That's a bad thing. We want to be able to lead from a regulated and grounded place instead of firefighting or reactivity or trying to kind of put problems out, troubleshooting all the time. Does that make sense? So let's take a breath together. Allow ourselves to just fully land in this field. And take a moment to connect in with your intentions. Just reminding yourself of your intention that you set yesterday when we were live together, or if you join me for the replay. What is your intention for being here? Not only for this week, of course, but for your month, your life. How do you see our time together today and this week contributing to your life? We want to be really intentional with how we are taking part, showing up for ourselves. My intention is this energetic immersion is contributing to your overall evolution, to living at your highest potential. So just taking a nice deep breath, breathing in grace and love, And just taking a moment to call your energy back from people, places, timeline, spaces. And then just allow yourself to bring your awareness to how aligned you're feeling to your desires, the next business revenue that you're wanting to create, that business growth. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how aligned are you feeling? And pop that in the chat. Let's have a look in the chat. Okay, awesome. We've got some comments coming in. Okay, we're getting there. We're feeling more aligned. This is fantastic. Let's put that over there so I can see it all. Okay. And all the numbers are good. All the numbers are good. It's just an awareness of this data point in time of where you're at. Can we assess where we're at without judging ourselves? Just like, okay, this is where I'm at. And we can start to dive into the blocks that are slowing down that next level of success. You can have the breakthrough. So we're going to dive into uncovering the hidden blocks today. We're doing some helixing as well. Then I'll give you a heads up of how we can continue together in the wealth portal. And we're going to do a prize draw, which I'm so excited for. So at the end, for everyone who shares their takeaway today, we're drawing for the Life Between Life review in the Akashic Record. That is powerful. I cannot wait to see who's going to get that. You don't need to wait for your Life Between Life review until after you've transitioned. You can gather all that information now and bring it back into the here and now, so that for your soul's fulfillment in this lifetime. So who wants to win that? Because you're going to absolutely love it. Fantastic. Alrighty, so who is ready to be diving into these 6 energetic blocks? The hidden resistance holding you back. Give me a I'm ready in the chat. Alrighty, so I love it. Okay, let me share my screen. So I just want to put these up on the screen for you. Can everyone see my screen there? Beautiful. We're ready. We're ready. Awesome. Oh, I love the fire. Oh, fantastic. Alrighty, so this is your secret elixir. I really want everyone to think of this energetic alignment as your key strategy for your fulfillment in life and your success in business. And this is how we can make, I believe our businesses are an ascension tool. Money is an ascension tool. This is how we're able to contribute to each other, to create more opportunities for each other. Truly, together we rise. We're ready, we're ready, we're ready. Alrighty, so let me dive into these 6 energetic blocks. And so you can start to see how they are, of course, interconnected. You'll see how they impact each areas of your life. And as your insights come through, please do share in the chat so I can see what's happening for you. Many of my clients who had, already invested heavily in business and mindset coaching, before coming into this deep energetic work, what they realized was what made the difference was understanding the root, the subconscious, the energetic imprint that had never been shifted. And this is what we need to shift to create those long-lasting results. So let's walk through each of these together. So we'll dive into the first one. So this is, I call this the resonance rift. So what I mean by this is where there's inner conflict between your higher self-consciousness, your conscious mind, and your subconscious. So your desires and your energy are out of alignment, and your path to breakthrough is creating alignment with your higher self, your conscious mind, and your subconscious. That brings you into resonance with your desires so much more quickly. This is why, to ensure that we're really intentional before we start doing the muscle testing or any of our energetic invocations, that we do the higher self invocation, so that we're being really intentional about that alignment. And your path to breakthrough is creating that alignment with your higher self, your conscious mind, and your subconscious. That will bring you into resonance with your desire so much more quickly. And inside the wealth portal, this is the first shift that we're making, that coherence between all levels of yourself. That is the energetic foundation beneath every successful strategy. So let me know if that one resonates for you. As we go through these, I would love for you to just reflect on, okay, which one feels like it's a priority for me right now, but recognizing that they're all interlinked. Then we have somatic default set points. So we all have physiological, psychological, and energetic default set points across all aspects of our identity, including our self-image, our self-worth, our deservingness, and our, our different layers of emotions. And they form the invisible glass ceilings that impact your revenue, impact your investments, fun, joy, health, all the things. And the thing is, our brains and bodies get addicted to our default set points and the emotions that we feel at those set points. And as with addiction, we will get withdrawals from those set points and energetically pull you back to them through your experiences in your reality so that you get to feel those emotions and chemical interactions again. Does that make sense? Does anyone recognize it's like, oh, that familiar feeling again? I've gone back to that familiar feeling. It's okay. I know what to do, even if it's like really, you're feeling really stressed. I see so often when clients come to me how their default set points are creating their reality, where they may have allowed in more money, yet magically lost time with their family. So the trading, allowing in more in one area by then not having enough in another area. And we touched on fears of burnout yesterday and the fears of working harder, because we had to work so hard before. That was our experience due to the set points. Does that make sense? This is so key. So to change your default set points across all different aspects related to your wealth consciousness, we need to change and embody a new identity. And if you've ever wondered why, perhaps after a big win, as it were, something else in life seems to contract, then this is why. It's you've just been pulled back to a default set point. And we recalibrate this deeply in the wealth portal so your breakthroughs hold. And if you're not at the level that you desire in your revenue yet, because you'll match it when you are, then this is one to write down. I need to work on my somatic default set points. This is absolutely key. And it's linked to your current identity. So thinking of your identity as, from the psychological perspective, and then we've got the body and the energetics aspects with the default set points. The psychological, somatic, and energetic default set points. So then we have your current identity. So we all know that, as we've spoken about yesterday, about how your current identity creates your current reality. So if you're trying to create results from the same identity, you're just going to simply recreate the same experiences. I really want everyone to feel that. Is that in your awareness? How does that feel in your body? So I want us to really be intentional around our identity. What are we identifying with? Our multi-six-figure self is going to require a new identity for our seven-figure self. Our seven-figure self is going to require an identity upgrade to create multi-seven figures. And becoming an investor requires a new identity. A business owner that has sold their business is going to require a new identity. So they're different self-concepts that are important as these different upgrades to our identity. Does that make sense? So when we need to create solutions to our current experiences, we need to do that from a different level of consciousness, a different identity to be able to experience that next level. And you'll see when we're helixing, we're raising your frequency through the activation, and then we're asking a question, we're living in the energy of the question, so that at that higher frequency, you can start to download that information from your higher self that is going to bring you to becoming taking the aligned action to become an energetic match and to create what it is that you desire. So your path to breakthrough is being the identity of your future self now. Let me know if this one's landing for you. This is where so many people may be thinking, well, I'm already successful. Do I really need this? But the truth is what got you here is not going to get you to that next level. So at this level, expansion isn't about doing more. It's about who you are being. And that's what creates the quantum leap. And so you'll recall yesterday in our activation, I was getting you to visualize that. How are you being as you're moving around your house, doing something you do every day when you are at that next income level? How did it feel different? That makes sense? Or did it feel the same? But what did you notice within you? as you were doing that mini visualization. We're going to do that again later today. So I really want you to kind of pay attention. How are you being when you've achieved that next level? Does that make sense? Alrighty, and this is so key. You'll have seen Jacqueline talking in our introductory video before we got started. She's a metaphysical teacher, and she joined us in one of our free masterclasses, which was called The Energetic Edge. And what she loved was, and recognized, was that she got really quick, deep results, which led to rapid shifts through this work. It's the energetic foundation. She had a financial breakthrough. She experienced a huge deposit arriving, and that really reflected the synchronicity in the results of her energetic work, and a new identity starting to be embodied. So key, this embodiment piece of our identity. Alrighty, then we have the nervous system pinnacle. So your nervous system is dictating how much success you can hold before it triggers that protection and that nervous system response. So your current reality, so your visibility, your income, your savings is the pinnacle, the cap, the peak of what your nervous system believes it can safely hold. And when people tell me that they don't have time for this work, that is usually the block. It's not that you don't have time, it's that your energy field is just tied up managing resistance. It takes a lot of energy to manage all that resistance. And when we regulate your whole energetic system, you get all that time and that energy, that flow back. And so your nervous system can get triggered by big windfalls of income growth where you can feel overexcited, and your nervous system interprets that as a nervous system and then nervousness, and then that can trigger the flight response. Anyone here had a big windfall or huge momentum, and then for it to feel like it contracted back suddenly, and it's like, oh, where did it all go? Likely the overexcitement created an energy reversal because the body interpreted the overexcitement as nervousness. Does anyone remember anyone saying to you perhaps when you were a kid, if you're nervous about something, imagine you're excited, your body doesn't know the difference. And so you tell your body, I'm excited about my driving test or my music exam or whatever it is. The thing is, the flip of this is true. If we're overexcited about something, the body can read it as nervousness. So we spoke about anxiety around not disappearing when more money comes in, because this is really key. There are some nuances around how, as our business grows, any patterns of anxiety that perhaps before six figures were, I haven't got enough, from growing to those first six figures, then becomes anxiety of what if it all goes away? What if it vanishes? Now I have to be responsible for team members. What if they cost me money? So we just take the anxiety with us. If we are at our nervous systems, our nervous system is at capacity, it's just going to look different. Is this resonating? So the path to breakthrough is when you heal the emotions and traumas stored in your nervous system, then you're expanding your energetic capacity, and then you can hold success, that next level of success with stability. And I'm reminded of Joan's results in the Wealth Portal when she had intangible, what she recognized as a huge level of anxiety, deep-rooted fear, and that was all bubbling up. But what happened after she healed that level of anxiety and was helixing, so she balanced the inner healing and was doing the helixing that I was coaching her on, she had a huge gain in her investing portfolio. She had a $320,000 $100,000 growth in her investment portfolio. She got a paid in full client. She also downloaded her book like rapidly. Everything came, it just literally unlocked everything, and everything came through so much more quickly. So she had this huge jump in her portfolio gain and downloaded her book swiftly. So this is deep work, and it's powerful, and it is just the most important thing that we can do for our impact on this planet. And then the fifth one, energetic buffering. This is when our energetic signal is incongruent due to the reverse and the resistant energy that we've been talking about. So it's reducing that coherence in our field. And when our energy signal is incoherent, then our manifestations slow down. And a perfect example of this, when I reflect back, is of Tina, who had done years of mindset and business coaching, but she tripled her income when she came into the wealth portal after we've been working on the energetic coherence in her field. And she was a manifesting master. And this is the key, the absolute key. So your path to breakthrough is to clear your energy field of the reversed and resistant energy so you can create more coherence. And of course, there'll be some things in your field that you're consciously aware of. The absolute game changer is uncovering what is hidden and what you're not aware of, and what your subconscious is doing a masterful job of hiding it from you so that we can keep things the same. Remember, your subconscious has a 100% success rate in delivering its programming. This is why this is so powerful, to be able to have the breakthrough. Alrighty, and then the sixth one is strategic dissonance. So when we are applying a strategy that's misaligned for our business and who we are, or it's out of alignment with our identity and where we want to go, then this, and actually that in itself can create energy reversals. And this is why this is so important to give yourself this energetic upgrade so that you can make the strategies actually work. So just to bring that to life, you know, if we have say you have a 200K a year business, you're not going to be aligned with implementing $1 million a year strategy because your consciousness is wired for that 200K, because that is what you've got coming in currently in your field. You're currently calibrated to that. That's why you're experiencing that in your reality. And so the strategy we chose can then become the block. It becomes out of alignment because we're not in alignment with it. And if I think of an example, when I was, I remember early on in my business when I was running Facebook ads as a strategy to connect me with new people. So I was fresh out of the gate. It was the first thing that I did. And I tested all my messaging on Facebook ads. That is a very expensive way to test your messaging. And whilst it did eventually work and momentum started to build, then the Facebook ad market changed. The ads that used to target and offer high quality community members coming into your world suddenly lost its precision, and all the costs went up, and the numbers that weren't right that were coming in, and people who weren't aligned were coming in, and so all the conversions went down, and it cost entrepreneurs like myself a lot of money at the time. I was completely out of alignment with the strategy that I was applying. I hadn't upgraded my identity at that point, so it created a lot of energetic reversals and contractions. It wasn't the right strategy for where my business was at that moment. And I was trying to solve the problems with my same level of consciousness that had created the problem by implementing a strategy that the business wasn't ready for. If I had upgraded my identity at that point, likely I would have made a different decision. I don't know if anyone has kind of resonated with that as you look back over the decisions that you've made as leaders in your businesses over the years. So your path to breakthrough is to raise your frequency to your future self-consciousness, your higher self-consciousness, and then to let aligned strategy flow from there. So these are the 6 energetic blocks that are slowing down your holistic success across all areas of life, including your business and your wealth, as we're talking about this week. So just as a little check-in, is this landing for you? Which ones are you recognizing as, okay, actually it's all of them, or this one's really jumping out at me at the moment? Pop it in the chat. Let's see what is resonating for everybody. Yep, all of them. Okay, yes, I got you. It's all good. You're in the right place. Because when you heal these blocks alongside our energetic success habits that I teach inside the Wealth Portal, you will grow to that next 6, that next 7 figures with a regulated nervous system and just more ease and flow and harmony and peace. Okay, this is great to see. Okay. And there are many layers and default patterns and beliefs and emotions and nuances that appear at different levels of business. And that's why I was like, lean in, I'm here for you guys. So lean in, ask me questions. Let's get the momentum moving for you. Alrighty. So before we dive into helixing and starting to uncover what is happening with these 6 energetic blocks in relation for you, so I've got 5 questions that I'm going to invite you to muscle test on. I would love to shine the spotlight on one of my clients, this week, and I'm going to share Adele's story with you. So here is a conversation I had with Adele earlier. It's one we prepared earlier for you. So let me play this for you now. It's just a couple of minutes long.
There we are. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Adele. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Oh, it's great to be here. And hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. This is a great place for you to be.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Adele? Tell people what you do, and then we'd love to dive in to hearing your experience of transformation
Sure.
so far.
Yeah, so I live in North Carolina in the central eastern seaboard of the United States, and I have been a psychotherapist, a hypnotherapist, and an abundance coach for women business owners for years. And I came to Louisa because I had actually inherited money and I was starting to fall for scams. So I knew I was in trouble because I didn't think I was worthy of having more than what I had. So we've been working together for about 9 months. And I have to say that I was just realizing today, while you were talking, Louisa, about the nervous system, mine is so much calmer. And I'm not saying I wouldn't fall for one, but I can spot a scam a mile away. And I just say, nope, that's not for me. And I'm rebooting my business, and I actually love doing sales. I love talking about money. This was not the case before. I've done some other coaching programs. I find that this wealth portal has been it's the deepest. It's the deepest. Others can be on the surface and they can be very helpful. They can also be mental, but because this is emotional and energetic, and most of us women are emotional, energetically driven, this really has hit me in specific ways that really, really have helped so much. And of course, you've seen Louisa in operation for a few days, and you know how lovely she is, but she's also incredibly, incredibly intuitive and very experienced, because she'll say something and I go, well, where'd you get that? And she said, working with my clients. It's like, oh, okay. You have a breadth and a depth of knowledge and experience that's really, it's so healing and so lovely. And there's work to do. It's not that you take the magic wand and go bonk, there you are. No, there's work to do, but it's good work and it's very effective. And I've just loved being here, and I've loved the people I've gotten to know. And I'm happy to say I have a few friends now in the wealth portal who saw the opportunity and said yes. And I guess what I would say, if you're considering working with Louisa in the wealth portal, it's an investment of time and money and your energy, and you may not feel like you have it, but I actually had an energy reversal when I talked to Louisa about doing the program initially, because I was muscle testing. I knew I wanted to do it, and I would muscle test and go no. And so you, Louisa, said, yeah, is there part of you that's reversed and thinks this is impossible for you? And indeed, that was true. So I got in. I've just been so grateful. You, Louisa, I don't know if I've told you this, but you are the best. It's about money, but it's about so much more, because it's about everything, right? Like you've been saying, you're the best coach I've ever had, and I've had a bunch. So thank you. So if you're thinking about working with Louisa, I would give it like a million thumbs up, and because you'll get a lot out of it, and you'll be able to share what you learn with your clients and have more clients.
Oh, big thank you to Adele for sharing her experience with us. So please virtually send Adele loads and loads of love. And thank you, Adele, for sharing your experience. And I would love for you all to have these kinds of results. Inside the Wealth Portal, we do go deep, but it is designed to meet you where you're at. And you also get lifetime access to the trainings and the pace of the container allows time to integrate and apply and rewire. This isn't just about consuming, this is about changing your frequency. And if you have invested in high-level coaching before and just felt like something was missing, then this is what is going to bridge the gap for you. It's that internal alignment that makes every strategy that you already know just simply work better. So this is an investment into your future wealth. And this inner work will create a lifelong return on your investment. Once your energy, your identity, and your nervous system is aligned with your desires, then reality starts reorganizing itself around your new frequency, and money and opportunities just start to flow with greater ease, and you'll know exactly how to keep expanding that alignment for the rest of your life, this is why I just get so excited about it. Alrighty, so who is now up for doing some helixing together? Give me a yes in the comments if you are. We're going to build on what we started yesterday. So we're going to be using our helixing methodology to activate and create a clear pathway. So we're going to do the higher self invocation to align the different levels of your consciousness. Oh, we've got gladly, yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome. We're then going to use the sway technique, and this is so important to use the sway technique instead of pendulums or other muscle testing techniques, because I really want you to connect with your body, and you will feel the somatic and the energetic responses from your subconscious as you do this in this way. So then once you've identified the block, then we're going to release it, and then we'll transmute the energy around it, and we'll create some space. So I'll guide you through releasing one together. We'll have a little space to release one more. And then if there's any more to release, just make a note of it, and you can circle back later to do that later today. And then we will wrap it up by creating that new frequency. We'll do the creating the aligned coherence, and then living in the energy of the question. Alrighty, are you ready? Okay, let's do this. Oh, hi, Gisette. Welcome, welcome. Tayo's here as well. Welcome, welcome. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty, so let's bring your attention to your soul star chakra, which is about 18 inches above your head. This is your gateway to your Akashic record. And we're going to increase your life force energy through your breath. Breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and breathing out for 8. And I invite you just to do this 3 times at your own pace. Feeling your life force energy getting amplified, and then really allowing yourself to listen to the words that you're saying to your consciousness, speaking to all levels of my consciousness. I intend that in the name of divine truth, love, and light, let all information come from my higher self and be in alignment with my divine truth for my highest good and the highest good of all. I am creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my subconscious, conscious, and higher self, so that they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment, and all working towards my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just allowing yourself just to stay with this frequency for a moment as you start to prepare and think about standing up if you're able to stand in a moment with your feet hip width apart. We're going to say these phrases out loud and your energy body will respond. So remember, forwards is usually a yes, backwards is usually a no. And key here, I really want you to pay attention to the somatic response, because your subconscious is going to speak to you, your body's going to speak to you. So as you say each phrase out loud, just give yourself some time to notice, in addition to the yes or no, is how do you feel? What does your body feel like? Are there any temperature changes? Are there any pressure changes? How is this feeling in the body? So we're building on what we started yesterday. So yesterday we focused on the three core fears that resistance protects as part of your current identity. And we're going to be diving in deeper here. So the first question I want you to ask is there unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of, and then to ask for failure, the unknown, and judgment. So to do it for all three. So is there unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of failure? Do you get a yes or no? A fear of the unknown. Do you get a yes or no? Fear of judgment. Do you get a yes or no? Then I want you to do the same for it. Is my identity wired to protect me from experiencing failure? To protect me from experiencing judgment? To protect me from experiencing the unknown? So make a note as these answers come through for you, write them down. I believe I have to avoid failure to survive. I believe I have to avoid judgment to survive. I believe I have to avoid the unknown to survive. And then I want you to also ask, have I got a physiological default set point tied to this core fear? And then have I got an energetic default set point tied to this core fear? So I'm just going to pop some music on whilst you're muscle testing these. Let me know in the chat when you have completed. We'll give you another 2 to 3 minutes to complete this. And as I said, really give yourself space to notice what you noticed in terms of the somatic responses. And when you've got your list, then make sure you've got you know whether you've got a yes or a no. and what your somatic response was, so that you can bring that into your awareness. We'll come back together in one moment to start releasing. So just make a note of where you got up to, and you can screenshot the statements if you need to revisit them. Or obviously revisit this on the replay as well. Has anyone found some surprises? Massive yawning, strong yes. Okay, to all. Okay. Alrighty, thank you. What else? Anyone recognizing? So have you had a really strong sway yes or backwards when you compare it to some of the other ones? That just shows you there's a lot of energy around that with the stronger sways. There's more to it, but that will kind of give you, that's the overall aspect in a nutshell, how much energy is behind that. Anyone find some energy reversals? Did you go round and round in circles or be like a plank? So we've got a strong yes to all the questions. Alrighty, we are going to have some breakthroughs. Alrighty, okay. Thank you so much for sharing. This is really helpful to see kind of where everybody's at so that I can tailor this for you. Alrighty, so we're going to start. Some was sideways. Okay, so if you went sideways, then I would take that as an energy reversal for now. Did you notice whether you went sideways more to the left or sideways more to the right? That would be really good to know as well there. Alrighty, we've got some somatic sensations coming through. This is fantastic. Okay. Alrighty, beautiful. So in a moment, we're going to start to do the decoding. We're going to start to change the energy around this. So remembering, just as a reminder, if when you're releasing a belief or an emotion, we're holding CV17. So I like to do it with my left hand and then just put that on the center point in between my chest for releasing beliefs and emotions. And if I'm releasing an energy reversal, I just do the karate chop, which is tapping the side of my hand where the pinky finger is on, as you can see in the diagram, just as I'm saying the releasing statements. I'm going to guide you through the first one, and then I'll create some space so you can continue for another one. And then if there's more to release, then of course just come back and revisit this after our time together so that you can make sure that you are completely clear. Alrighty, so I'm going to do this for the first one together. So I'm going to say this as I'm ready to release the unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of failure. If you didn't get that one, then just swap out the language for whatever one you're working on, okay? So we're going to say it out loud once, twice internally. I'm going to say it out loud 3 times so you can follow along. So let's get your heart into a coherent state. So inviting you to breathe in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Filling your heart up with more and more love. Breathing in for 4. And breathing out for 4. And then saying out loud, I'm ready to release the unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of failure. I release and delete this across all dimensions and levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. Remembering to hold CV17. It opens up all the channels. And then silently saying, I'm ready to release this unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of failure. I release and delete this across all dimensions and levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. And just notice how your body's responding. If you had any sensations, are they feeling stronger? Are they feeling less? Or are you observing them as about the same? And then one more time. I'm ready to release the unresolved trauma in my nervous system to do with the core fear of failure. I release and delete this across all dimensions and levels of consciousness. Just taking a nice deep breath in and out. Alrighty. I invite you to release one more on your own. So just choose the next one to release. You can use the scripts that I've laid out for you here. And then make a note of the ones left to do. So I'll give you another minute to release one more. Beautiful. Inviting you to notice, take a moment to notice, do you feel lighter from having released those couple? How are you feeling? Got some nods here. Okay, that's awesome. Imagine how you're going to feel after you've done a lot of them. You feel amazing. Alrighty. So we're going to move on now to do the coding. Oh, awesome. Josette's feeling lighter. Fantastic. Alrighty. So I'm going to guide you through doing creating the aligned coherence now. And as I said, if there's more to release, then after we wrap up today, at some point between today and tomorrow, when we have our final session together, official final session together, we've got the bonus session on Thursday. But between tonight and tomorrow, inviting you to release the rest of them and then just to redo the imprinting that I'm going to guide you through now after you've done the releasing. Alrighty. Okay. Are you ready? So we're building on what we did yesterday. So we're going to be doing the same inner rewiring and we're going to be doing the same visualization because we are creating new neural pathways and we're creating new shapes of energy in your field that are going to start to act like magnets, these new thought clouds, these new thought forms, these emotional thought forms that are going to be, we're magnetizing them. Alrighty, so we're going to do 30 seconds on each one. The inner rewiring technique is you repeat this thought in your mind over and over. Put your hand on your heart if you want to. That can help you connect with the feeling of love. So I'm going to just invite you to connect with the feeling of love, and then we'll start to imprint the first one. So just thinking, I'm the kind of person who has XYZ cash months, whatever the cash months are for you. And I'll give you a heads up when we're going to move on to the next one. So we're doing 30 seconds on each. Alrighty, so just taking a nice deep breath in for 4, out for 4, and start to feel, set the intention to fill your heart up with love. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. And from this place, start to think, I'm the kind of person who has XYZ cash months, whatever your cash month's desire is. Beautiful. Moving on to the next one. I'm the kind of person who has fun in business. I'm the kind of person who has fun in business.
Beautiful. Moving on to the next one. I implement swiftly. I implement swiftly. Beautiful. Moving on to the next one. I'm the kind of person who takes daily income producing action. I'm the kind of person who takes daily income producing action. Beautiful. Moving on to the next one. I value my value. I value my value. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, now I'm inviting you to bring into your mind's eye, we're going to do a little mini visualization. So in your mind's eye, start to see yourself as the version of you who has already achieved their desired business growth. Those cash months are your new normal now. How are you moving around your house? How are you being? How are you making breakfast? How are you taking care of your home? What kinds of clients and customers are working with you? Notice how good this feels in your body. And from this elevated frequency, I now invite you to pose the question, how am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? How am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? Remembering we're not trying to consciously answer this. We're putting the question to the universe to answer. We're asking as if this has already happened. How am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? And notice if you get an idea in this now moment, write it down. Perhaps someone's name will pop into your mind or start thinking about someone. Make sure you get in touch with them. The thoughts you're thinking off the back of this activation are not random. The key is listening to that soft whisper of your soul that's guiding you from this elevated frequency. And my invitation to you is to take one new idea and implement it today. So whether that, if a big project pops into your mind, then the action to take is to schedule it into your diary to take action on it. But if it's a quick thing that you can do, take action on it today. Let's get the momentum moving. And as you go to sleep tonight, I invite you to say to yourself, as you're sending yourself off to sleep, how am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? Who remembered to do that yesterday? Or did you completely forget about that one? All right, so this is your reminder. So as you're getting into bed tonight, I want you to remember me saying, Sam, Pat, Karine, Anne, Cecile, Lee, Josette, everyone who's here. How am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? Everyone on the replay, remember tonight, as you get into bed, How am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? And just repeat that to yourself, like, how am I surrounded by more wealth and opportunity? Alrighty. How is everybody feeling? Let's just bring the screen back so that I can see you all properly. So we'd love to know, how are you feeling after that activation? Any new insights coming in? Are you feeling lighter? Okay, awesome. And as we wrap up for today, I would love to hear your takeaway, and we'll do our draw for the live between live review for everyone who has shared their takeaway. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, fantastic. Pat saying, I felt healed and light all day yesterday, and I'm looking forward to that again today. Okay, so there's been a lot of energy moving. So please do remember to drink lots of water with the intention to calibrate and integrate easily. And notice how your body is responding. Any questions in between now and tomorrow, please do pop them in the Facebook group and I will gather them all up. So what is your takeaway? So we've uncovered the 6 energetic blocks today. We've started to see how they're all interconnected. And we've started to go deeper into the muscle testing from what we started yesterday. What's been the biggest takeaway today? Okay, I love that. Got that commitment of your new takeaway is new bedtime ritual. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is so awesome. Alrighty, and just as a reminder as well, I would love to invite you to the Wealth Portal. So inside the Wealth Portal, we are changing your psychological, somatic, and energetic default set points. This is one of the main things that I help established entrepreneurs with, because unless these are rewired, your system's not going to hold the breakthrough. You'll expand and then contract again. And so inside the Wealth Portal, we're clearing and reprogramming the hidden resistance that creates those 6 energetic blocks. The resonance rift between your higher self, your conscious mind, and your subconscious, the somatic defaults, set points that are woven throughout your identity, and the nervous system limits that trigger the contraction when things just start to grow. And we repattern your subconscious identity, we retrain your nervous system to feel safe in success, so your energetic frequency can stabilize and your business can scale without burnout and without the inconsistency or the self-sabotage and all the things that can come up. So this is a deeper integration of everything that we've started to explore together. And because once your system is no longer protecting you from that next level, then you'll finally hold it with ease. This is so key. So if you're feeling that resonance and that sense of, yes, this is my next step, then this is what happens when you join us this week. So you're going to receive 6 months of Wealth Energetics coaching to help you break through in 45 days or less. That's our goal. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but that is our goal. And then we're going to stabilize and scale with more ease, profit, and peace. And you will enjoy a $1,000 saving off the retail price. So the retail price is $5,000 USD. And if you choose to pay in full, you actually get an additional 10% saving. So that's just $3,600 US dollars for 6 months together. So just to give you a heads up, these savings are available until the 6th of November. And when you're in, you get immediate access to the membership site, our private community, and I'll show you exactly what to focus on first. You don't have to figure this all out alone. And then our live calls start the week of the 10th of November. And when you step in this week, you'll also receive Dream Bigger membership as a bonus whilst you're inside the Wealth Portal. So I'm super excited for you guys. So if you're feeling that is a full-bodied yes, then I would love to personally welcome you in. I'm gonna ask the team if they can pop the link in the chat for you. Or do reach out to clientcare@louisahavers.com for the link. Thank you, team. That is awesome. And of course, if you've got any questions, then do send me a message in DMs and we can have a chat in there, or we can jump on a quick call if we need to. Whatever is easiest, and I can support you in making an aligned decision either way. Alrighty, so let's see. So thank you so much for letting me share that. And before we wrap up, let's do the draw. I can see all these takeaways coming in. So let's see who has won. Da, 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 da. Alrighty, so we've got the takeaways. I'd also like you to just check in and see on a scale of 1 to 10, how aligned you feel to your desires now. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, is it higher, lower from when you started? What is going on? Alrighty, let's see what we've got. Okay. Okay, this is beautiful. All right, I can see the winner is. Dun, 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 dun. This is for the Life Between Life review. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. The winner is Anne Cecile. Congratulations, Anne. I'm so excited for you. This is incredible. You're going to absolutely love it. Can you send me a DM with your full name so that we can make sure that we've got the right person and we send the gift to you? That would be so fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huge congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing as well. We will be back tomorrow for our third session on shifting your energy so you magnetize that next level of growth. So we're going to carry on building on what we've been creating, the momentum we've been creating over the last 2 days together. I hope that this has served you. I will see you live tomorrow. Sending you all so much love, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Lots and lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.